Hello, friends. Today's podcast is about career options in biotechnology. Hopefully, this will be helpful for all the graduating students, including PhDs. So, when thinking about biotechnology, many people think that, there's a scientist wearing a lab coat developing a life saving drug or medical device. While this image represents one common biotechnology career path, yes, lab work is not the only one option. With many exciting discoveries to make and new problems to solve, biotechnology professionals actually can make a difference in the lives of so many people in so many different ways. There's more good news for job seekers. The biotechnology industry is actually currently a major economic driver, given the COVID pandemic and stuff like that. There's a boom actually, in the biotech industry, and it generates approximately more than $150 billion in revenue in US alone, and currently employs say 1.7 billion a million people actually in US. And there's a need for further rapid innovation, and the demand for skilled professionals will only continue to rise. So what type of jobs are available in the biotechnology industry, and what kind of skills will give you a competitive advantage in the job market? Let us discuss about that. So what are the job options? So what most people don't realize about biotechnology is that there are many different career paths for students to pursue. They do not strictly need to pursue a career at the bench as an associate scientist or a technician at a medical device or pharmaceutical company, or neither they want to become suppose they don't want to become a professor, for example. So you can always go back to other career paths, because the field is complex and interdisciplinary. So it's a complex interdisciplinary field, and it goes beyond biology and chemistry. So the discipline actually applies to many other industries, and professionals can find exciting, meaningful work in areas outside of the initial drug development process, actually. So the field and its career span in so many functional areas that are just as integral in getting a meaningful biotechnology product to the market. And this can range say from research and development to quality assurance or regulatory affairs, to manufacturing, to clinical research, to government and policy making, to software engineering. You also have careers say in the food, animal and environmental biotech. You can work as a sales guy, you can work as a technical support, you can work as a business manager, you can work as a project manager, you can work as a product manager, you can work as a marketeer, you can work as a in for strategy consulting firms. So the options are actually plenty. uh, and because biotechnology has applications in so many other industries, professionals can actually choose to work for a variety of organizations. So it is just that you got to have an open mind. So with extraordinary developments currently happening, say in personalized medicine, gene therapy, industrial disease treatment, and hazardous waste control, metabolomics and stuff like that, that's the field is really exciting. So no matter what part of field you are in, you can truly have an impact on the world around you. uh, some skills, some I'll give you some tips for what skills to master. What are actually how to prepare for the biotech industry. uh, I mean, number one is always, build a good educational foundation. That is always important. And I would recommend anyone to actually at least do a master's. So bachelor's is not enough in biotechnology industry. So master's, okay, after master's you can open doors, and preferable is a PhD, because biotechnology is so much research driven. So if you can do a PhD, that is even good. So apart from the academic career, academic career, I meant, like, after a PhD you'll go to pursue a postdoc and then become an assistant professor, and then will take a go on a tenure track to become a full professor one day at a prestigious university, right? So that's one path. But today I'll be telling you more about different paths, like what are the path options available in industry, which I already mentioned, about different career options that is available apart from the bench. But what are the skill sets that you got to prepare? Perhaps I can speak more on that. So one thing is educational foundation, the other thing is being very open minded. In fact, there are so many options that it can be tough to find a good fit right away. So while many people actually prefer working for a pharmaceutical giant, like for example, the Pfizer's, the Merck's, the Roche, the Novartis, others, many others prefer to actually work in a startup culture where you'll be expected to wear many hats, as an individual employee. So you will wear many hats and you will get to do many fascinating things, so it's just a matter of choice. So money aside, you have to picture yourself where you want to kind of see yourself working, so, and no matter where, you will always make a good money. So the average annual wage for biotech employees around 90K. So that's that's uh, mm, that's actually the US figure, 90K dollars. So you can expect anywhere that, like, if you kind of uh, look on the salary figures. Yes. The third thing is, you have to kind of really hone your soft skills. You have to focus on your soft skills. Why it is so important? Because the technical or the scientific knowledge are required. I mean, this is expected of you, with your educational foundation and background and stuff like that. But that is not enough for companies looking to hire, say, biotechnology professionals. They want to see how efficient you are with your communication, with teamwork, to defend your hypothesis, troubleshoot issues, handle conflict, and things like that. So these soft skills actually become more important when it comes to finding uh, a career in the industry. It is not just about how well you can pipe it, but how well you can communicate and articulate your ideas to others within the business. That becomes a really important skill. um, Other thing that I want you all to focus is to build your professional network, because data shows that 85% of actually all jobs are filled through networking. So I cannot really, um, I cannot really more emphasize on this fact that networking is important. Having a strong set of professional contacts can open doors to new opportunities, give you access to industry experts, and even help you land your next promotion directly. So this is always good to have a good network. Number five, and the final point: keep learning and adapting, because one of the biggest challenges in biotechnology industry is that, let's face it, is that you have to really be prepared for constant change that occurs actually in the industry. So you need to be prepared. As much as you want to generate a meaningful product, there is a large financial component to the work. uh, we still work within a business model, so jobs can be terminated, departments can be liquidated, and all this happens very fast. However, the good news is that, because the only constant is change, there's likely to be a new product or team that will quickly appear in its place. So you will, one way or the other, you'll find something. This is a dynamic industry, so you have to constantly upgrade your skills and never stop learning. Earning additional certificates in the discipline, attending conferences, utilizing your network, all these things are really important. So this is what I wanted to convey you all, that kind of keep working towards your goal. Don't be frustrated, don't be disappointed. You have to kind of really focus on what you want to achieve, and you will achieve. um Hope this podcast was helpful in a way, but if you have problems, if you have kind of doubts and stuff like that, you can always ping me, you can always write to me, and I'll try to find out some time for you. Otherwise, I try to generally make this podcast during my free time, so that it kind of caters to the need of a larger audience. So thank you.